Hi, welcome to the Louie File. I want to share another, well, it's what I'm calling a sacred cow. It may just be a traditional saying, and for some it may be a pet peeve. By all means, it's what some people live by. It becomes a mantra. It becomes something they just say. You know, you hear it said so much, you start to believe it. Today, I wanted to bring up one I'm sure you'll all know. It is, God helps those who help themselves. How many times have you heard that? You couldn't even number it. My big question with this series of Sacred Cow videos is it biblical? I mean, what's behind this idea? Whatever that idea is, today being God helps them who help themselves. Today I have one verse in particular I wanted to share with you that really shuts this whole idea down, and it's in Romans 5 verse 6. Now I use a New American Standard Bible, so I'll read it out of that translation. It says, "For while we were still helpless, at the right time Christ died for the ungodly." Now the NIV says while we were still powerless. I kind of like that. You know, helpless, powerless, I guess they're very similar. So powerless. So God helps them who help themselves, but yet we're powerless to do anything to help ourselves. So apparently we can't count on God helping in any way. That would be the rationale. Now ultimately what the Bible is really teaching us is that humanity is in fact helpless or powerless, and the reality is that God designed us to be that way. I have a friend of mine that actually says we were brought into, where on earth we're powerless, and in heaven we're going to be powerless. See, the point is that God himself is our power source. You know, Jesus said that he was the vine, the true vine, and we're his branches. So apart from him we can do nothing. A branch cannot, absolutely cannot, no how, no way produce life apart from a source, a life source, which is Christ himself. So it might be a good idea to remove that saying, God helps those who help themselves, from your vocabulary, if in fact you are a Bible believer. If you're not a Bible believer, then of course all bets are off and you can actually think that you can help yourself. But I'm here, the Louie File is here to attempt to point to the scripture and to provide biblical insight and biblical reasoning as to life, God, humanity, sin, death, resurrection, whatever the Bible talks about. That's what I want to focus on. So as a believer in the Bible, we must please get rid of the phrase, God helps those who help themselves. All right, that's all for today. I'll talk to you next time. See you later.